Welcome back once again, everyone. So, Marvel is at Comic Con 2022 presenting all what they have going on for Phase 5 and 6. Right? So, I want to go through what has been presented and just like give you a rundown of what's to come and why I at this point honestly believe that Marvel is on life support right now because it's just not looking good at all. Not looking good at all. Let's get to this. All right, yes, we have the nine episodes of She-Hulk attorney at law. Oh God, that the CGI looks terrible for that. They put out that trailer for it. Holy Christ, boy! All you get in this trailer is basically, She-Hulk is amazing and better at everything than Hulk. She's stronger than him. She could get things done amazingly. And the so-called ridiculous humor breaking the fourth wall, it's just terrible. Absolutely terrible. Coming on August 17th, I will look at it and I'll let you all know what goes on with that. Now, Black Panther Wakanda Forever trailer for that came out. And when I first saw it was going to be trailer for it, I was like, okay, let me take a look at it and see what's going on. And then right out the bat, you start to hear, no woman, no cry. And I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, here we go again, boy. Nothing about that trailer made me feel any kind of excitement, joy, anticipation, nothing. It was just so, just like, okay, there were certain things, let me point out, certain things in that trailer I need to point out. Definitely I need to point out. First off, we got to see the other picture of Chadwick Boseman up there, rest in peace, King. Really good job as Black Panther. I'm thinking that in the movie they may try to do some kind of tribute to him or something, which would be really nice. Okay. That was that. And then the next thing that I would have to ask about in the trailer is, where were all the men? It was like you get little flashes and glimpses of certain men here and there, but it's just everything in the trailer is just women. Nothing else, just totally women, non-stop. Women out the door, women here, women. Okay, I have no problem with that, but you're clearly trying to send some kind of message to what you're going to do. Now, thirdly, apparently, Riri Williams, aka Ironheart, will be in this movie. You got to see a little shot of her there, she's meeting Shuri or something like that. It literally does not do anything because anybody who knows what my videos about will tell you that Riri Williams is a failed Marvel character, and in fact you're bringing her back in here, which is something that they want to do, want to put everybody in there that nobody cares about. Kind of not making anything good for anybody. And then finally, what the hell is this? What in God's name is this? How is this Namor? How in Christ's name is this Namor the Submariner? Look, they do some little thing at the end also. You got like somebody in the Black Panther suit. I heard some people saying online that it could be Killmonger, but remember Killmonger was literally killed at the end of the first movie. I'm thinking it might be Shuri. I'm thinking they're going to go with the whole female Black Panther thing. I think that, but honestly, the trailer did not. It didn't touch me. It didn't speak to me in any way whatsoever. Really, no way whatsoever at all. It's coming in, I think it's in November, but it really doesn't say anything to me at all. So let's get into what it is coming in Phase 5. First off, we have Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. Now, I rather liked the first Ant-Man movie. I thought the second Ant-Man movie wasn't bad, also wasn't fantastic, it wasn't bad. But I have never seen Ant-Man in cinema, and I really have no interest in going to spend my money to watch it in cinema. I don't hate it, but I don't think it's really worth the money to go and spend to go out and watch it. And I'm not really, you know, invested too much in this Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania thing to really get into it. Next up, we have Secret Invasion. Okay, well, let me just let you all know the secret behind Secret Invasion is that they have invaded the MCU with crap shows and series, and that's it. That's the big series. That's the big secret. They have invaded the MCU with crap shows and series, crap movies and series. That's the big secret. But this whole Secret Invasion thing with some Skrulls on Earth, and I mean, okay, I like Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury. I mean, that's really the only reason that anybody would even be interested in watching this. But I really have no interest in this whatsoever, honestly, because to set up for a proper Secret Invasion, they had to do pretty much everything that they did differently, and they didn't. So why would this interest anybody whatsoever at all? Now, this one, I will say I actually have some interest in. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, it will be on May 5th. I like the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie. I think that James Gunn had a very good thing going with what he did with this movie. I don't really know too much about the Guardians of the Galaxy from comics. I never really was interested in them to read it, but I'm interested in the way this movie was done because he set it up very early. Each character was going to be their own different thing, and it was going to have a funny theme to it while also being serious. Now Marvel wants to make everything into a blasted joke, but it doesn't work because Guardians of the Galaxy set that up early. I like the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie. I think the second one was good too. Certain parts of the second one I wasn't so happy with one and the other, but I think this is the only one I would say. This is one of the ones I would say I am really interested in because Guardians of the Galaxy has set up what it wants to be, and as long as it follows that and actually does what it did, I wouldn't mind going and see this. I actually would be interested in watching this a little bit. Next up, we have Echo. Who is Echo? Nobody cares. Is Daredevil going to be in it? Apparently so. Is Kingpin going to be in it? Yeah. So why not just make a Daredevil and Kingpin series and maybe have Echo be like a guest character coming in or something like that? No, let's make Echo, even though nobody cares about that. And next we have season 2 of Loki, because apparently season 1 wasn't enough. Apparently season 1 wasn't enough. Yes, Loki was the highest rated and highest viewership of all the so-called MCU series and thing, but I think that was more because of the person who played Loki than the actual series itself. The series was this rubbish. Wasn't interesting at all. So we have Echo and Loki for some god-awful reason. Nobody could care less at all. Next up, we have Blade. Blade is coming in November 2023. Now, I just went and asked this question. I want you all to answer it in the comments. I want you all to answer this question. Is anybody at all interested in seeing Blade in the MCU? Because they've already made it very clear that they're going to PG the hell out of this. So everything, now remember, Wesley Snipes, when he played Blade in Blade 1 and 2, it's one of the best movies out there. Those were freaking fantastic. Yeah? Fantastic, because the fact of the matter is that Blade 2 got even better than the first movie. It actually got better. The third movie was a complete train wreck, and that was something that be forgotten, but 1 and 2 were really good. You really think they're going to do that in MCU? Because I honestly have no hope for this thing at all. I'll check it out when it comes out, but I really have no hope in this because they've made it very clear they don't want no set of violent thing or all kind of stuff and horror and all of that. No, they want it to be as PG and happy and funny as if maybe we get vampires that this kind of, kind of cut your neck and lick or some kind of nonsense. So, I mean, who really wants to see that? After that, we have Ironheart. Riri Williams is coming in Ironheart, hot off of her debut in Wakanda Forever. So she's coming in fall of 2023. Ironheart. Did anybody ask for Ironheart? No. Are we getting a Ironheart? Yes. Next up, we have Agatha, and I think the coven or some kind of, I don't even really know what the hell it is, but basically the woman from WandaVision, she getting a spin-off with it. I mean, did anybody ask for Agatha for Agatha's story? No, but we're getting one whether we like it or not. That's what they're basically telling us. I have no interest whatsoever in watching this at all. Honestly, I didn't think the character was interesting. I mean, okay, I shouldn't say that. I thought at first the character was kind of interested in WandaVision, but the way they flip-flop it, like the same thing, like what they did in WandaVision, basically, what WandaVision was basically the starting point that actually continued on in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, where basically nobody and nothing could stop Wanda. So Agatha just got used and thrown away. That was it. Next up, we have Captain America New World Order. Yes, because everybody wants to see Falcon in his creepy little Captain America outfit flying around. God forbid you just be Falcon. No, let's have you come out again as Captain America. It failed in the comics once, and they're failing again in the comics with it again, and now they decided to do it in the MCU, because why not? New World Order couldn't have been more subtle there if they tried. Okay. Daredevil Born Again. This is going to be an 18-episode series from Disney Plus. So it's coming out in the spring of 2024. We have Charlie Cox will be reprising his role as Matt Murdock, Daredevil, from along with Vincent D'Onofrio as Kingpin. Well, they're coming from the Netflix show to here. Now, had this been done with Netflix, I would have been more interested, because the Daredevil Born Again story in the comics is actually really good. It's actually a really, really, really good story. How are they going to adapt that into the MCU? I am very, very worried, because we know the path that the MCU is taking. Maybe this may be the show that might decide to say, well, okay, let's try and actually break the mold and do something really good. It's possible, but I am not holding out hope. I am really and truly not holding out hope for this one, but I will check it out. If they do it really good, I will be the first to say, okay, I was wrong, it actually done good, but I'm not really hopeful for it, honestly. Also, we have Thunderbolts, which will be coming out in July 2024. Now, Thunderbolts in the comics was basically villains came together to be heroes after the heroes were lost, and it was interesting. It was really interesting. It's kind of like the MCU's version of the Suicide Squad, not so much so, but somewhat interesting again. Although the way they have done all these villains in the MCU so far, I don't like seeing them in Thunderbolts, because they've turn these majority of these villains into a joke, and to get them into Thunderbolts now would not work at all. It's not gonna work, and that's basically Phase 5. We also have some stuff where we are getting, Fantastic Four is coming out. Also, I am not really all that on board for that. We're getting the Avengers, some more Avengers movies, but with the Avengers, the actual Avengers pretty much gone, who's going to be left to fill that role? And most likely we're going to have, the Marvels coming in. It's going to make it even worse, in my opinion. It's going to make it really much worse. So that's really a quick look at what's coming in Phase 5 and a little thing in Phase 6. But at this point, the MCU Phase 5 is just on life support. It's not working out at all anymore. They have just set out to just pretty much say, well, we're going to put out this stuff here, but it's not working. For me, these titles are not screaming, come watch me. They're just screaming, well, go away and be happy, and that's the end of that. This is not really talking to me and saying anything that I would be interested in at all. Honestly, right? Not saying it I would really be interested in at all. It's just disappointing what this Phase 5 is looking like. One or two things, like I say, if I'm proven wrong, I will be first to admit it, but I'm not holding out much hope here. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it. If you like the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Ring the notification bell. Be notified every time I put out a new video. I shall see you all next time. Take care.